My name is Sister Eleanor Perfetto. I am an apostle of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. For several years, I had the privilege of serving as chaplain in hospice ministry, a ministry that holds beautiful people with reverence and cherishes their stories. I would like to share one of those cherished stories with you today. I entitle my story, A Testimony of Grace. This story is about a young couple, John and Katie. They were married for about 2 years when Katie realized she no longer could live with John's physical and emotional abusive behavior. With counsel, they legally separated, a bitter separation for Katie, and she moved out of town. About a year later, John was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Eventually, he was admitted to the hospice facility where I was ministering. Most mornings, John was pensive, quiet. But one morning, he motioned to me to come to his bedside. In a whisper, he said, "Sister, I need to make things right. Will you help me?" John wanted to see Katie one more time, as he said. The social service department assisted me in reaching Katie. She arrived 2 days later. John had tears in his eyes when he saw Katie, and Katie did too. For some time, there was an awkward silence at that bedside. And then, with hesitation, John reached out for Katie's hands. I could tell she was stunned to see John so frail and vulnerable. But she reached out and patted John's hands. And then John, with all his might, with sadness in his eyes, he looked at Katie and he said, "I'm sorry." I witnessed that. I saw the pain in John's eyes. Katie looked down and tears fell. She held tightly to that bed railing. But then Katie leaned over to John, nodded, and then quietly turned away. That was it. Not one audible word was spoken between John and Katie during that visit, but indeed there was deep, profound, and painful conversation of the heart. God's grace so present, God's presence so powerful. When Katie left the room, John followed her with his eyes. I walked to the lobby. She tried to say something to me through deep sobbing. We embraced for a long time, and Katie left. I returned to John's room. He was sound asleep, depleted of energy, I'm sure. But his breathing was heavy, but it was peaceful. John wanted to make things right. I remember that bedside experience as if it happened this morning. For me, indeed, it was a testimony of grace. Forgiveness is a process. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or even excusing the harm that was said or done to another person. And forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean making up with the person that caused such harm. But forgiveness helps to release anger or bitterness or resentment or even a grudge. And it offers a special kind of grace that allows another to go forward in life. Sometimes in life, the head has to bow to the heart. In closing, I want to pray Psalm 51, verse 10, with you. Create a clean heart in me, O God, and renew in me a right spirit. Amen.